a Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. This channel is all about healthy lifestyle, light and delicious food, and friendship. So if that is something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button, join our friend group here on YouTube, and if you're interested, we also have a private Facebook group as well, Dish with D's Crew. If you need a BFF, we got you covered. Below there is links in the description box for my YouTube channels, for my Facebook group, and a lot of my favorite things are listed down there as well. But don't worry about that. Just join the subscribe to the channel and join the Facebook group. But I thought I would be out here today because look at the flowers and the trees are all in bloom. Let me show you look at that. Yep, that's the crabapple tree. So, you know, this is a beautiful spring day. It is 85 here in New Jersey, 85. Which leads me into, we are going to spring into summer real fast because I don't know if we're going to have much of a spring, but we are just finishing up our Lenten challenges in the last few days, and I want to give you a round of applause for completing it. I am so super duper proud of you. I'm super proud of myself. We completed 40 days. And what did you accomplish in those 40 days? Let me know down below. I'll let you know since I'm talking what I accomplished. I don't drink Splenda in my tea anymore. I have a back seat full of donations for our yard sale. So it's been a great 40 days for me. But am I finished yet? Nope. I'm a person who believes, and this is my opinion about me, is small changes. Like I worked on the taking away the Splenda. Now what do I want to work on? I want to work on eating more 0-point foods. So we are starting a spring into summer challenge because tank tops and shorts, they're here before we know it. They're here right now. But we want to, is our body ready for it? Mine needs some work. I'm not gonna lie, I need some work. But I just wanted to do, why a challenge? I think because if we need to focus on something, we need to put our energies into something small. And I feel like maybe, but you need to decide what that is, what that challenge is. I could sit there and make up a challenge and make up, you need to do this, do that, but I don't live your life for you. So maybe you need to sit down, write a list of maybe 5 things you want to work on. I say 5 is a small number. And every 2 weeks we're going to do, I think it's going to be 2, 2, and 2. I think it's going to be a 6-week challenge. And every 2 weeks we're going to switch it up to another thing. So these first 2 weeks for me is going to be 0-point foods. I don't need enough of them. I know I don't. I want to incorporate a 0-point food in every meal. A weighed and measured 0-point food in every meal. Let me preface that. Just not eating 0-point foods mindlessly because they have calories, they have points. Well, they don't really have points, but they have calories. Hey, in somebody's plan they have points. So I need to be cognizant of what I'm eating. And I really want to embrace them. I do to a point, but not enough. I don't think I have a 0-point food in every meal. In fact, I know I don't. So that is what I work on for the first 2 weeks. Now the next 2 weeks, I'm not dealing with that yet because put one foot in front of the other. We need to start, I always say, baby steps. So don't think, but you have your list there that, you know, of ideas that you can pull from. And I think one thing is plenty, but if you want to do 2, you can. But I suggest just 1 because 1 is a doable number. 2 might seem a little daunting, like, oh, I have to do this, and I have to do that too. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed because when we're overwhelmed, we don't want to do anything. Guilty. So I don't want to overwhelm you. So I just want to keep it simple. That is why even for the Lenten challenge, I just did no Splenda in my tea. I tried to drink a little bit more water. Did that work out? No. Some days I did. So I mean, on the whole, I mean, I wasn't perfect, but I was cognizant of what I was drinking. When I thought about it, I would grab a little bit. Did I reach the 60 ounces? I might have made it maybe a handful of times in 40 days. That's not a lot. But I look on the bright side because that's what we have to do. The bright side is I was cognizant of what I was drinking and I was drinking more than I normally do. So that's a win, right? You know, we have to look at the small victories, not always the war. You know, there's many battles you fight. Well, there's only one war, but there's many battles in that war. So we have to, in order to win the war, you gotta win the little battles, you know? So I feel is each little thing that I do is a little battle. And if I could sit there and give myself, concentrate on that one thing for a few weeks, you can do it, you can do it a week, but I feel 2 weeks, that's why I did 40 days. I thought that's how habits are built among time. So I felt like that was a really good time, and I think it really was. But this is going to be 2 week intervals. Now, if you want to work on the same thing for 4 weeks, that's totally up to you. If you need more time, then you do you, boo. I can't make these choices and decisions for you. You have to decide what's important to you. Don't let anybody else decide what's important to you. Doctors will, but you know yourself best. Even I think when I mentioned all the time we talk about it at lives and stuff, goal weights. Weight Watchers determines what they think you should weigh. Now, honestly, I'm not sure. They take a lot of things into consideration. They'll say, oh, we take I think it's the same, BMI scale, or whatever they want to call it, if you're 25 or if you're 45. And honestly, and I'm just, not that I'm trying to toot my own horn, but when you've been heavy as long as I have, the fact that I'm weighing what I am now is a miracle in itself. So they want me to be 20 pounds heavier. I could probably get there, but the odds are I wouldn't stay there. So what is the point of an unmaintainable number? Am I healthy where I'm at right now? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, I am. I feel like society dictates what's normal, what's standard, and what is appropriate. I think, they don't know your history, but people will make judgments. Oh, you're too big. You're not small enough. But if had they seen you before, a lot of people who know me personally and have seen me before, they always say to me, "You're not still losing, are you?" I'm like, "No," or I was. I'm like, "Yeah." Why? Exactly. Why? What do I have to prove to anybody? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do I have to be an unmaintainable size to be appropriate for society? See, I always was comfortable in my own skin as a child. I was heavy always, so I always felt good about myself. I think it was because my parents never said I was heavy or anything like that. So I always feel I look like a swimsuit model. I know that sounds funny to say. It does. But I feel like I do, because for me, I am a swimsuit model. So I want you to get that positiveness, and that's what I do, the lives and the group and all that, so you can be around people that appreciate you and are there for you and will tell you the truth, but also will tell you the truth. It's when people come on, oh, I've gained. Yeah, I'm now, and my size 4s are tight. And they may be, and I'm not judging those, but somebody in a size 20 doesn't understand the girl in the size 4. Do you understand that? Does that make sense? It's hard for her to sit there and say, she's complaining. She doesn't hardly weigh anything. So it's kind of it's a give and take. You don't know what the size 4 girl was. Maybe she was a 24. So maybe for her, you have a whole new set of circumstances now. And it's hard because we attach so much to our weight. Heavy and smaller, there is so much attached to it. So we can't really judge the 24 or the 4. And then it's very hard for the 24 not to judge the 4, and the 4 not to judge the 24. It's hard. So we try to keep a nice balance in the group, and I think we do a pretty good job. But like I said, I can't walk in somebody else's shoes. I don't want to. I don't. I like my own shoes just fine. And if I could help you anyway, I try my best. The lives are there to help you and just to talk. Sometimes we just need to talk. So that's what they provide. And we started Glam Squad as a way to put movement in our journey, because some of us don't move enough. We don't. Do you have to join a gym? No. Do you have to walk 10,000 steps a day? No, you just have to move. You have to. You can't sit and be a couch potato. You have to get some movement in. It doesn't have to be 10,000 steps. honestly, I lost weight with no exercise and I never reached 10,000 steps. So you can do it. You can do it. I think the walking and the exercise does help tone up everything because it gets a little bit loose, saggy. It's not pretty. So that helps that. But if you're like, here I am being heavy for so long, I could exercise till the cows come home. Ain't toning it up. It's been stretched for too long. Too big, too long. So, I also know that. So I also know that my body's only capable of so much. I'm never going to look like her. I just look like me. And I accept that, and I'm fine with it. Are other people fine with it? Probably not. You'd be looked at and go, oh, she lost weight? She looks like she could use a little bit more. It's always good with the side. Remember my one video of the side eye? We should never judge anybody else's journey, judge anybody else's weight. It's just because you don't know their story. You don't. But I do see both sides because I've been on, sort of both sides. I've been on the very heavy and the not so heavy. So I see where judgment comes into play. I do. And it's a slippery slope, but we manage just fine. So let me know down below if you want to join us on the spring into summer interval challenge. We will be doing, like I said, every 2 weeks. We will probably start, this challenge ends like this weekend. So I'm thinking maybe we could start Monday. And I sit there and somebody would say, well, why not give us a break? I'll tell you why. Because we're not on a diet. We don't need a break to go pig out. It's a lifestyle. And if you really want something, fit that sucker in. Like, I don't understand, we've had this conversation a lot of times about the binge eater on weigh-in day. I was that binge eater. I'd come home and I'd eat my face off on weigh-in day. And where did that get me? In a bad habit of doing it every week. I wanted to stop so bad, but I couldn't. So it was a bad pattern to get in. So now I have stuff during the week. I don't sit there and wait till Saturday to eat a treat. And you shouldn't either. We have points. We have points. Yes, the dreaded we have points. We have weeklies. I mean, I'm a believer in not eating my vegetable points. I will tell you that. Because I could really rack up some veggie points. And I can imagine eating them. All of them. So definitely, I get 23 points a day. My 0-point foods are chicken, yogurt, fish, beans. That might be it. It's all the proteins but the tofu. I didn't take anything on the second screen. So it's like what I had on blue. I kept it as much to blue as I can. And people ask me, how do I do that? You have to understand, I was on blue for 4 years. I know that plan backwards, forwards, left and right. I could do it. I just needed, and I also have the healthy app if I need to know what points are. What people say, what metric do you follow? How to figure out your points, because personal points are figured with fiber where smart points weren't. I do use the personal points system. I do scan. So am I ripping myself off? I don't feel that way because I earn 5 to 9 points a day with activity. So other than the 21 I get for weeklies, I get 5 to 9 points depending on how active I am. Now during the week, I'm active. Every day I do something. The weekends, not so much. I may get 3 or 4. But you figure if you're getting, we'll just say 5 is 25 extra points. On top of the 21 I get, that's over 46 points. So that's going to make up for any, discrepancies in the points. So I don't feel that I'm that off base. It's just, I'm still trying to keep my blue mentality because that's the mentality that I lost weight on. And that's the mentality that I relate to. And not that I don't relate to personal points, just I feel like I need to make it a little bluish, if you know what I mean. But I am following those points. I was using the healthy app, but I thought, honestly, you're talking about a point or two here or there. It's not anything drastic. And I'm not a point snob. So I'm thinking to myself, I have the healthy app if I need it, but I do use my WW app and I just calculate those personal points. But I just use I like having those 0-point foods, and that number 23 is my magic number, always has been. So again, I know it's me. I'm not saying it's a plan. I know it's me. I make that abundantly clear. I don't relate to the plan. I don't. Not that the plan is bad. I just don't feel it. So that's why I do the modified. I call it modified blue. But you do what you feel is best. There's people that love simply filling. There's people that love personal points. There's people that love smart points. There's people that love points plus. There's people that count calories. However you do you is how you do you. You have to feel comfortable in your own skin and how you do your plan. And we are here to support any way. I have people that follow me that are on keto, paleo, vegetarian. I am just here to support the mindset of weight loss. And that's what this channel is about. How can I keep you positive about losing weight and being on your journey? And that's what this channel is for. And that's what I represent. If you didn't understand that. Yeah, it's more, I just happen to follow Weight Watchers. That's, in a nutshell. I've always I just think any plan they've ever had, I've lost weight on. So I do find their system to be positive. I do find their system to work. You just have to really be there mentally. If you're not there mentally, no plan's gonna work. If your mindset is it don't matter. And I say this, and I had to tell somebody, I'm like, you need to stop because you're not in the game. If your head isn't in the game, and that's a hard thing to say to somebody but they're spinning their wheels and not going because they're not fully embracing it. And they're not in it. You got to in it to win it. So that is what we do here, and that is my whole shtick. That is what my channel is all about. It's all about supporting you and sharing things that I've learned along the way and what worked for me. Doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but you might relate to something that I say. A little bit of something might make a lot of difference. I like that. And are you stronger at the end of this Lenten challenge? That was our goal. Our goal was to be stronger. I feel stronger. I feel I've conquered a thing. I didn't think I'd ever be able to give up Splenda. I feel like, yeah, it's going to last 2 days. It's been 40 days. So I am pretty proud of myself. Almost 40 days, but I am pretty proud of myself for that. And I do still need it in green tea though. I don't know, for some reason my green tea just has a little bit of a bitterness. Maybe I boil it wrong or boil it I don't know, but it needs it. So, sorry, not sorry, I'm still putting Splenda in my green tea. You shouldn't know that. But on the whole, I've pretty much kicked the Splenda habit. And could not have done that without this challenge and you guys. So you guys helped me incredibly on this channel. And we just are quite the family here. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit it, hit the bell next to it, let you know we go live, we have videos go up, and you want to be part of that. If you need a family, you need support, we are here. And there are so many fabulous people here that'll help you, and you will be like, where has this group been? Why didn't I know about this? Because we're starting, I have a shirt, I didn't wear it today, I should have. I always say we're starting a revolution. A healthy eating revolution, a eating less, eating better revolution. We're not doing diet. And I don't like that. I feel like deprivation, saying no is diet because you're going to say yes one day. I just try to prepare you for how you can fit that in. If you fit in these things, you don't need to worry about it because you're coasting through, you're having your little mug cake. You're having your cake. Here, you could have your cake and lose weight too. That should be the thumbnail. Have your cake and lose weight too. That may be the title of this video because that's my lifestyle. And I want my lifestyle to hopefully encourage you to choose your lifestyle. So that is it. I could talk all day. I really could. But we're on spring break here. So I'm going to upload this and I'm going to take a couple of days off. Maybe not, maybe just one day. We'll be off tomorrow, I think. Like the day off, it's Holy Thursday. I will talk to you. I'm hoping to do a food finds on Friday. So I'm hoping. We'll see if it happens. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. It helps out my channel. It just does. And leaving comments helps out. So leave me a comment about what you want to do if you're in on the spring into summer challenge. How did you do on the Lenten challenge? And thumbs up this video if you enjoy it. And share this channel. Share my experience with somebody that you know that's on a weight loss journey that needs help. They're at your WW meeting, they're on a Facebook group and you see them and they need help. share the video. Say, here, throw them a lifeline. We need to help everybody we can. And you guys can help just as good as I can help. So together, we are unstoppable. So I will see you hopefully this week. Have a great day.